Hey everyone, I want to talk about a point of failure that I've noticed in the Polymer 80s. So, we all know about the rear rail module and the modifications we have to do to it to make it work. But I have a 19 that I have about 10,000 rounds through. And I've noticed over time my rear pinhole has steadily become looser and looser and looser. And I think it's because of this rear rail module. And it puts pressure from reciprocating the slide on these pinholes here, and being that this is relatively thin polymer, I believe that's what's causing my pin to become looser. I wish Polymer 80 would have done a rail system, at least for the rear, like Lone Wolf did, because I have a Lone Wolf Freedom frame, and the adhesive they gave it, it seems like it broke down the polymer at first, and then it cured, and it all became one solid piece, because I have thousands of rounds through that Freedom frame, and it's running like a champ. But only problem with the Freedom frame is the jigs are absolute trash. I think if they'd had a jig like Polymer 80, I think they would have won the day. And they're better because they have that thicker polymer in the back, which really stops that pinhole from elongating, especially being that there's not a piece of metal jammed down in there, messing it up like that. Oh, and if you guys are looking for a spring tune kit for your firing pin, like if you're getting light strikes or something, check out the Ghost right here, man. It's got a 6-pound firing pin spring, a 4-pound firing pin spring, a reduced power safety plunger spring, and a 6-pound trigger spring, which is the S spring. And no, I'm not endorsed or affiliated. I just like their product. But that's a really good product. But yeah, I'm really disappointed with the system that Polymer 80 did for their rear rails. I think they could have done a lot better with a rail system like the Freedom frames have. It's like it's designed to fail, if you ask me. The front rail system is outstanding, but the rear rail system is just absolute trash in my opinion. And I love Polymer 80. Don't get me wrong. I love the 1911s. Oh, damn it! I love the 1911 style grip, but why did they give us this funky trigger guard here? It's not like we wanted to use the holsters we already own or anything, right? But all right, guys. I just got home. I spent the weekend with my kids. Went on a pretty serious frog hunting adventure. It's pretty epic. And well, guys, stay free, stay dangerous, and keep the signal going. Yeah, and guys, one more thing. If all of us gun owners, all of us builders, if we all came together and called our local and state representatives constantly, I call mine twice, sometimes 3 times a week, to let them know my displeasure with the things they're trying to do with the Second Amendment and the things that are already in place with the Second Amendment. If we all came together and harassed our local representatives constantly, we would live in a much better world for gun owners, because I'm a constitutionalist. I'm an absolutist when it comes to my constitution. And I believe everyone, and I mean everyone, has the right to self-defense, to defend themselves, to defend their families, to defend their homes. Even if they made a mistake and did time, I still believe they have that right to defend themselves. I know a lot of people don't agree with me with that, but that's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. We can just agree that we love freedom. And we want less government overreach and more freedom, less federal government intervention in our lives, less of the federal government telling us what we can or cannot do, if we can build or if we cannot build. Frankly, it's none of their dang business. But yeah, call your local representatives, guys. Harass the hell out of them, just like I do. Call 2 times a week. It literally takes like 6 or 7 minutes a time, and you just let them know your displeasure with what they're doing, what they've done. And if we all did that, we would live in a much better and a much freer America for gun owners. All right, guys, stay strapped, stay free, and most of all, stay dangerous, brothers. They can't stop the signal if we don't let them.